Red Bull has maintained an unbroken winning streak throughout this season's races, leaving us all wondering whether anyone will be able to challenge their supremacy. The upcoming Singapore Grand Prix appears to be the battleground where this could happen, as Mercedes struggled during the Italian Grand Prix, with George Russell finishing 5th and Lewis Hamilton 6th, unable to keep up with Red Bull and Ferrari. However, Mercedes is optimistic about their prospects in Singapore, believing they can potentially outperform Red Bull. Mercedes finds itself in a fierce battle for second place in the championship against Aston Martin, Ferrari, and McLaren, with each team offering stiff competition to Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez on various race weekends. Mercedes has historically excelled on high downforce tracks like Barcelona, where Lewis Hamilton and George Russell secured second and third places, marking their best performance of the season. During the Italian Grand Prix, Russell finished 5th, and Hamilton faced stiff competition from McLaren's Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, as well as Williams' Alex Albon, ultimately finishing 6th as Ferrari had a strong weekend. Mercedes trackside engineering director, Andrew Shovlin, anticipates that the Singapore GP will continue the trend of challenging flyaway races at the end of the season. Shovlin noted that Ferrari becomes more competitive when the cars are set up for low downforce, as seen in Monza, where they held a performance advantage over Mercedes. However, Singapore is a maximum downforce circuit, and Mercedes expects to perform better there. The track's unique challenges, layout changes, abrasive tarmac, and the use of the softest tire compounds make it a tough race, especially on the tires. Additionally, the race is held at night, adding to the complexity. Mercedes is approaching the Singapore GP with optimism, aiming for a strong performance, but the question remains, can they dethrone Red Bull? As we saw in the previous race, even Ferrari's exceptional performance couldn't topple Red Bull in Monza, as Red Bull secured their 14th victory of the 2023 season, with Max Verstappen claiming his 10th consecutive win. In Monza, the RB19 once again demonstrated superior speed and tyre conservation, highlighting Red Bull's dominance. While the qualifying sessions often showed small deficits for Red Bull, they consistently dominated during races. Despite the challenges of overtaking the SF23S, Red Bull managed to excel on race day, maintaining a narrow gap to Ferrari. Red Bull's rear wing setup and tyre management favoured them in the warm conditions, while Ferrari faced rear-end instability at the end of stints, making them vulnerable. Red Bull's Doctor's system and wing setup proved effective, with Max Verstappen capitalising on these advantages to secure the win. Considering these factors, it becomes increasingly challenging to envision any team, including Mercedes or Ferrari, successfully challenging Red Bull's dominance in the 2023 season. The RB19 appears to be a formidable package, and as the season's finale unfolds across Asian and American tracks, Red Bull and Max Verstappen are poised to maintain their dominance on courses that require medium to high downforce. If all goes according to plan, the RB19 has everything it needs to continue its winning streak. However, it's worth noting that Verstappen has never secured a victory in Singapore. Recently, Red Bull, in collaboration with Alpine, extended their stay at Monza for 2 days to conduct exclusive dry compound tests with Pirelli. Meanwhile, Ferrari was busy testing the SF23 at the Fiorano track using wet and intermediate tyres. These testing sessions are of paramount importance as Pirelli works on eliminating the need for tyre blankets. After a weekend break, Formula One is set to return to the Marina Bay circuit in Singapore, which has undergone a redesign. The Pierre Wash technical team is expected to deliver the final upgrade package for the RB19. In recent weeks, Red Bull has shifted its focus to the 2024 cars, with a minor update planned following the significant package introduced in Hungary, which included redesigned side pods. Technical Directive 18 is set to be enforced in Singapore, imposing further limitations on the use of flexible aerodynamic surfaces. Addressing concerns, Red Bull downplays any significant impact, suggesting that the directive should not compromise their technological advantage over competitors. It's unlikely that Mercedes will undergo major changes either. Will this new technical directive not affect them? And what implications does this hold for the remainder of the season? Could we witness Red Bull securing victory in all 22 races this season? One thing is certain, this poses a challenge for F1 owners, Liberty Media, as they navigate the rest of the season, with the possibility of Red Bull's continued dominance. For Red Bull supporters, this is undoubtedly fantastic news, but for Liberty Media, who seeks to attract as many viewers as possible, it presents a PR challenge. Liberty Media CEO, Greg Maffei, acknowledges the dominance of Max Verstappen in Formula One as a unique challenge, as the championship strives to maintain audience growth and fan excitement. Verstappen's remarkable 10th consecutive Grand Prix victory at Monza set a new record, and Maffei, whose company oversees F1, reveals that F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali is focusing on emphasizing the historic nature of Verstappen's achievement, making it a must-watch event in its own right. Maffei points out that the midfield battles in F1 remain captivating, with statistics showcasing more overtaking than ever before. However, the challenge lies in Verstappen's extraordinary year of record-breaking success. Domenicali is rightly attempting to pivot the narrative, inviting fans to witness this historic event, unlike anything seen before. While making a light-hearted reference to a historic event in ice skating involving Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan, Maffei acknowledges that F1 offers an attractive competitive product. He recognizes Verstappen's exceptional talent, driving what appears to be the fastest car with precision and aggression. Regarding TV viewership, Maffei clarifies that it isn't the sole indicator of F1's appeal. He highlights the overall interest in the sport, encompassing growth in various digital platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. F1's popularity has witnessed significant growth, with demand soaring by double digits. So, will you continue watching even if Red Bull dominates every race? I'm eager to hear your thoughts and perspectives. Please share them in the comments section below. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel for notifications on our future uploads, ensuring you stay informed about the developments in the 2023 Formula One season.